Have you ever wondered what it's like to being in front of camera, getting invited to be a part of your favorite talk show, having thousands of followers in all across your social media channels, and also getting paid for being yourself? Well, if you have been dreaming of becoming one, well, you are in the right place. Welcome back to the latest episode of Real Talk with Miss T podcast. And in this episode, I will be covering all the tips and tricks and the required topics for you to become a social media content creator that you've been dreaming of. Well, without further ado, let's get started. Okay, this leads to the first topic that I'm going to cover about the mindset. Before becoming a content creator, you must know that this is not a long journey. You must need to have your passion and also willingness to do. If you're having that can do attitude, the positive attitude, and the passion that always, trust me, you can become the influencer you've been dreaming of. And also, it is not easy to become the influencer. You need to have the growth mindset instead of a fixed mindset. Always you need to have the willingness to learn and also to be humble, because if you want to thrive in the content creator industry, the first thing that you must do is always appreciating the other creators and also staying grounded, because you know why, everyone started from zero. And for example, imagine you are going viral for certain content and you're gaining a massive number of followers on all across social media and you're gaining an overnight success. Trust me, sometimes this leads to a huge ego among influencers, and sometimes they start neglecting other influencers. Well, do not do that, because it's not nice, because in the content creator industry, everyone is a content creator and everyone is a person who is trying to do their best in order to succeed. So instead of trying to put them down when you become success, we must encourage other creators also to become successful as well. So that's what I need to talk about mindset, which also leads to the second chapter, which is giving you tips and tricks to start on content creation. So if you want to become a content creator, the first thing that you must identify is having a niche. For example, there are lots of niches when it comes to self-development, food, fashion, or medicine, or psychologist, or travel. There are lots of things. So just take few minutes, at least 10 minutes, and start thinking, what do I really want to do? What do I really enjoy doing? What type of content do I really like the most? Just you can do a self audit and ask these bunch of questions yourself. Just take a paper and write it down and just answer those questions, and then figure out what type of content do you want to create. For example, when I started just creating content, I first started with flat lay photography, because at that time, during the COVID time, flat lay photography were so famous. Just trust me, I was so obsessed with them. So what I did was my mom had all these dishes that she got when she was getting moved with my father to a new house, that she got from all these housewarming gifts from her friends. So what I did was that she had these, and I started laying them up in the blanket that I had and just creating few pics like this. This is one of the oldest pics that I have in my Instagram account. So after that, I thought of why not start doing fashion, because I just saw that many influencers are doing curating outfits. So what I was doing is I thought, okay, this sounds so cool. Then I started fashion, and then fast forward to 2024, I shifted to makeup and tech lifestyle. So yeah, just keep thinking what you really want to do. And then this leads to second tip, identifying in which platforms do you want to create content. So regarding this, if you really want to start doing content, I would suggest start doing YouTube, because YouTube is such a rewarding platform. And if you start to being consistent, and because you know why, when you start creating content, you don't need to have all this perfect equipment or software and everything. I just started with a small Huawei phone, and fast forward to 2024, I invested in an iPhone because of my marketing job, and I am able to create content, good quality content. You just need to start out. Because also another thing I want to point out is that you don't need to think about what other people are thinking of you, because at the end of the day, everyone is starting from zero and this is their passion, And yeah, that's like that. Because if you ever think like, okay, what would other people think about me, what would happen, will I succeed, if you ever start overthinking, trust me, you are not going to get started, you will be stuck in the same position. So please don't do that. Just keep going, because you don't know, when you start doing only you will know how far will you progress and how long will you go, and you will be able to achieve your goals when you keep going, when you keep being consistent. So just identify in which platform you want to start creating content. I started with Instagram, and I first started with TikTok. So I've been TikTok, I think, for 6 years long, and then now I have around 21k followers. I'm very satisfied with that, because I'm very passionate about what I'm doing, and I just keep creating content with the work that I do. Somehow I try to upload content around like 45 times a week, because during the weekend I have time, and I just plan out what type of content do I want to create. It's just, I do not overthink, I just get inspired by the lifestyle that I'm having, and I just do create content. That's all. And then you need to create content. This leads to tip number 3, which is creating engaging content. So if you really want to create engaging content, your content needs to be relatable, educational, and entertaining. So for example, if you take TikTok is a platform which is very famous among the youngsters, especially among us like Gen Zs and now Gen Alpha, of course. So what I would say is that the attention span of ours is very low. So because of that, the first 3 seconds you need to create a very strong hook, including the pain points. So just like that, there are tons of ways that you can start creating hooks and content in social media. You can go to TikTok. There are lots of social media growth experts that are explaining how to create engaging content. You can learn from that. Just like that, just make sure your content is aligning with your niche, and also don't forget to be authentic, because authenticity is a price. So with social media, you can become yourself. I can be myself. I can express the way I am. So for example, if you meet me in real person, I am not going to be a different person that you see on social media. I am not a two-faced person. So if you start creating content, please maintain your authenticity, because it is very, very important. So this leads to tip number 4, which is engaging with your audience. So when you upload a video, make sure to reply to a comment. Okay, for example, like if they ask from you, because your audience comes to you expecting something from you, because you are, at the end of the day, you are an influencer and you're influencing them. So if they ask anything, just reply, because you need to engage with your audience. Yeah, because that means you're creating a great bond with them. This leads to chapter number 3, how to start creating engaging content. First, the first thing that you must do when starting to create engaging content is doing the research. Just you need to be aware of what type of content in your platform is working the best. You can identify it by analyzing the comments for which videos has the most views, which video has the most shares, which video has the most saves. So the content that has most number of saves, most number of shares are the content that your audience feel relatable or educational. So if you take one content idea, make it 10 different ways. You can use Gemini or ChatGPT. For example, you can prompt, I want you to give me 10 different content ideas on how to grow my hair in different formats. For example, it will give you 10 different formats, 10 different content ideas, and you can customize it according to the way you want, and then create content. So also you need to know how to include this SEO. If you have ever heard about the search engine optimization, it plays a crucial part in your content. When you're growing your content, make sure to include all these SEO words in your script, and also to use all these auto-generated captions. because sometimes auto-generated captions may generate the wrong words. Make sure you double check them. This is also something that happens with me, because with the time I also forget to check all these captions, and sometimes I upload wrong spelling, like the video with the wrong spellings or mistakes. So also make sure to include your captions very lengthy and all those SEO words as well in also when it comes to, because now hashtags plays a really crucial role, especially on TikTok. So make sure to include those SEO words in the captions as well as hashtags. Yeah, that's like that. For example, when you utilize this SEO, trust me, the content visibility goes very up, like it skyrockets. So sometimes whenever, for example, if a person wants to search about skincare, if you just type skincare, lots of videos will come up in your For You page or in the search page. Just like that, just keep doing that, because you need to build a very, very important SEO strategy. Just take your time and do it. Oh, that's my mom behind everything. She's everywhere, just don't mind. So yeah, SEO strategy plays a huge role in content creation as well, if you really want to grow. Leads to chapter number 4, which is going viral on social media. Everyone thinks going viral on social media is very nice to you. Hell no. 2 years ago, I went viral on social media for cosplaying Wednesday. I did an outfit inspired by Wednesday, and that video went viral, and especially on TikTok. But it started going viral on TikTok, and then I gained a certain amount of followers. But in Instagram also it started going viral, and then I gained around like 38k. Since 2023, I'm still going up and down on 38k, and I did everything that I really want to, grow up my followers, but nothing happened. The only thing happened is that the amount of hate followers grew. Oh my god, it was such a trauma. Never focus on going viral, because you know why? If you really want to retain in the social media content creation game for the longest time ever, just do not focus on overnight growth. You know why? First, you can't find your target audience. Number 2, you gain a lot of haters. Number 3, your follower base keeps stuck in the same numbers. It's very hard to go up on them from there onwards. I experienced these 3 things. So what I am doing now is I'm focusing on slow growth. Slow growth is the best growth. By slow growth, by focusing on slow growth, remember, trust me, you are growing. You know that your progress is slow. Even though you know that you're growing, you get to find your target audience. It makes you very humble. It really makes you practicing patient. It really makes you feel grateful and reflect about how far you have come. And also, it helps you to build a great audience and a great bond with your audience, because it's the most important thing for a content creator. Trust me, your audience is your king. Without audience, you are nothing as a content creator. I must say this, because you know why? In content creation, your audience is number 1, and you must treat them as humans, and you should also do content for them, not for you. So if you really want to grow on social media, focus on creating selfless content instead of creating selfish content. Period. Number 5, haters. So if you have ever seen a social media content creator who has 0 haters, no, there are tons of haters for them. As long as there are fans for them, there are also haters for influencers as well, because don't know, for some reason people can't stand them. Maybe it's because like they are doing something that these people don't have. Somehow these people throw shit at them. I don't know why the hell is that, but somehow I want to tell you that be ready to get trolled from haters, because if you are in the content creation game, you will have to face haters. I'm a person who has been dealing with them in Instagram, TikTok and YouTube for the longest time ever. And also there was a point that I took a break because of it. 6 months ago, I stopped everything on creating on Instagram. Whenever I upload a video, the hate comments in the comment section was like 99% of them, and only 1 to 2% of people were like telling something good. They hate you because they don't do anything that you are doing, and there are some bunch of strangers who are like throwing shit at you, their own projections about you, and they are not doing good in their life because you are doing good and they can't see them. So the best thing to thrive in the content creation industry, especially in dealing with haters, is that just mastering the art of staying unbothered. Trust me, you need to stay unbothered. If you can't stay unbothered, girl, oh my god, you will cry a lot. That happened to me. So just focus on like ignoring them and respond to only for the best or the comments that they have said something nice about you, because you know why. So when it comes to social media, because of haters, there are also a set of people who can't withstand. They are taking everything personal, and also they are getting hurt by themselves. So in terms of like social media standards, you know, you need to have this pretty privilege, you need to be beautiful, you need to be slim, you need to be wearing makeup, you need to be having this kind of jewelry, you need to be slim, you can't be fat. And if a fat person is doing something really nice and making the best use of her or that person's talent, most of the time people tend to fat shame, bully that person, and instead of putting that person down, those people should do is like encouraging and appreciating their work. And also there are a set of people who can't see this person's success and telling lots of nonsense that people has never done before. And also lots of rumors are going on, lots of things are happening, making lots of edits, nude photos to make that person down. People go to certain extreme lengths to put that person down because they cannot stand their success. So as a content creator, make sure to always make your mental health priority and start staying unbothered. Because I know this is not going to be easy, because you know, when the first time I was getting trolled from haters, I cried a lot. I was thinking why these people are saying these tons of hurtful things to me, and I didn't do anything wrong for them. I know that because you know why, there are good and bad people as well. So you just need to focus on the positivity and keep going. At the end of the day, there are a bunch of people who are hiding behind the camera, making a fake account, not showing their face, and they are trying to put you down. So knowing that, what you should do is just keep going no matter what happens, because if you keep going only, you will be able to gain the success that you will be craving for. So keep doing that. That's very important. This also links to my first chapter, which I was speaking about the mindset. Just keep going. I know you can do this. Yeah, just like that. And also this leads to chapter number 5. This leads to chapter number 6, which is this content creation is an extra source of income. So if you are really success in getting and engaging followers, building your follower growth, trust me, you will start gaining your brand deals. First of all, if you really want to start doing brand deals, you can doing things with free of charge. But once you start growing your followers and you feel like you need to start doing paid deals, just stop doing the free ones and start doing the paid ones. Because you have your growth, you have built your audience, and your content is working very well, and also you have a good platforms, and you have built lots of social media follower growth. Just charge for it. Go ahead, have a rate card, build your portfolio. That's all. Just start posting content on social media and focus on the slow growth. Trust me, with the time flies, you will achieve what you want. And keep being consistent, because consistency is very, very important for a social media content creator. And I hope you found this video very helpful. Share this video with someone who will find it useful, and I will see you in my next episode. Bye.